What is going on, guys? It is Ty the Jeep Guy, and in this video I'm going to bring you along while I do a little bit of reconnaissance for a project proposal that I'm going to be bringing to our club for a land use project. And then we're also going to shoot over and check out the Dakota Territory Cruiser Classic and just kind of have like a presence for Tread Lightly there. They know what they're doing, but it's just kind of to be there, you know, hang out, talk with some people, and just have a presence for Tread Lightly at the event. So stick around for the adventure. Welcome back to the channel, and it's been almost exactly 30 days since Jeep Camp, but it has also been a while since we've done a video, but that is because we have just been staying busy. Now, with Jeep Camp, there was just so many friends that I only get to see once or twice a year that came out for the event, and I kind of just wanted to focus on that. Now, on top of Jeep Camp and getting ready for Jeep Camp, I've also stayed really busy on the land use politics within our four-wheel drive community. Now that is actually going to be what we're working on today. Is what I'm going to try and do is put together a proposal to the Forest Service for two user-created routes that have kind of been bugging me. They popped up over the last 8 months, I would say, on a little tiny, you know, mile, 3/4 of a mile rock crawling route that I personally love. I picked a not fun spot to air down. I'm going to be covered in ticks. So now that I actually have some time, i.e. I don't really have time, but I made some time, we're gonna go and map out the routes we wanna close. We're gonna get some photos to be able to share it. We're gonna get the amount of feet that we wanna close and the exact coordinates. You might be wondering, why are we gonna bother doing all this? I mean, what is a 50-foot bypass next to a 3/4 of a mile trail? Now, that 50-foot bypass or that user-created hill climb we're also going to look at might not mean much to you and I, but when it comes to managing a trail system with this much mileage, even that little stuff matters when it comes to the botanists and archaeologists, all the ologists that are a part of the federal government that manage these lands. That's a big deal to them. And it brings in unnecessary attention to some of the rock crawling routes that we like to go out and use. So, as a club and a community, by us self-policing and by us stepping forward and doing these projects and helping manage stuff like this, we have the opportunity to keep a route that we love to use open. Now, the trails we're heading over towards are known to some as All Roads Lead to Galena. It is a trail that kind of just floats above the town of, well, Galena. It's an old silver gold mine ghost town that has somehow survived the test of time. If you look really hard past that unauthorized route sign, there's an old ghost town out there. I'll tell you more about it one day. We'll save that for another story. We just turned onto is really short. It's not long at all. And there's like one average obstacle on it, and people have decided they want to start bypassing that. And like I said, right now we're on the approved route, but as soon as you leave this route, you're officially off trail and you're creating a user created route. So you can see here, we got two routes. This is the route that's on Avenza Maps, and this is the user-created bypass that has popped up here in the last couple months. This isn't even a year old, folks. This is what just common traffic looks like when you're going over it, and they've bypassed it because this is a little too rocky for them. Have made it through the obstacle everybody's bypassing to get up this little trail, and I'm going to start taking the information we need to be able to close this up. I'm going to grab pictures, GPS points, and a KML track of the actual route people have created, and that's going to be what we submit to the Forest Service. We'll probably come in with some form of either buck and rail or some unauthorized route signage, depending on what's going to work best. Hopefully, if we do use just signage, that it'll get the point across that is a closed and non-motorized route that should not be there. So let's go ahead and start getting the information we need. Chalk that up as being successful. We were able to get all the information I'm going to need to propose this to the Forest Service and to the club. So all that's left for that is for me to really put it together in an official proposal. I'm also going to approach the 3 other clubs that are in a coalition together. So there's a Black Hills 4x4 coalition, alliance, whatever you want to call it, and it's made up of 4 clubs here in the area that kind of agree on the same tread lightly guidelines and guidelines on the trails. We just kind of agree to communicate and work together on a lot of these projects. So I'm going to be proposing it to them as well and make sure that they're all in agreement that those 2 little routes need to be closed down. So like I said, we're running behind heading over to the Cruiser Classic, so let's get over there. Pulling up to the Cruiser Classic, but there's something I need to do first before we go in there. Right? Yeah, that's how it goes. Let's do that. Finished up at the Toyota event, so the Dakota Territory Cruisers Cruiser Classic check-in. Finished up there, and now we're gonna start heading back home. I kind of wish I was staying for the event, but I have work tomorrow, so I also have a lot of work ahead of me of getting this proposal of those user-created routes prepped. So I might show you a little bit of that process, but I'm not sure. It's really just typing up an email and putting all the information onto a page. Well, we meet again. So I just spent all afternoon getting the Jeep the cleanest it's been in like months, like 8 or 9 months. We've got the Gin Ride event coming up here in like a couple days, and I figured I might as well get the whole interior cleaned up and everything before we go to that. But I just realized that the group, the Gambler 500 group, also known as the Sons of Smoky, are here in the Black Hills for Sturgis, and I gotta help them out a little bit. Now, if you're not familiar with the Sons of Smoky, they have an app. Essentially, it is a group of guys that like to keep public lands clean, and they're here for Sturgis right now, and they want to do a project while they're here. They went out the other day and all they found was a couple beer cans. We try to stay pretty on top of things out here, but I know of a couple spots that need cleaned up, and I think we want to showcase the Sons of Smokies app a little bit. So I'm heading out to those spots right now to mark those on the app, and I figured I'd take you guys along. All right, we just rolled up to the first site we're gonna mark. Kind of surprised. Every time I see this thing, I'm like, I swear it looks like someone's living in it. So let's get this thing marked real quick. Let's see if I can do this before my phone dies. So usually it would show like a satellite image and all this, but we're gonna press and hold, and we'll name it My Camper Pulls Out, but I don't. Seems correct. And we'll add a photo, which is as easy as this. Boom, create. Location has been acknowledged. It would show up once updated online. So now the Sons of Smoky group is going to be able to open up the Sons of Smoky app and see that I marked this old camper, and hopefully they can get it out of here. Now, the next spot we are heading to is probably the biggest eyesore on our motorized trail system, and it's no secret. Everybody knows this place, and I'm sure the name of it came to your mind when I said it. I got $5 that says that Target is there tomorrow. So, let's open up Sons of Smoky. Does it have us? Yeah, it does. We're gonna press and hold. I'm gonna name this one after my friend. Range. Whoops. The range chickens will get it. Perfect. Well, let's take a picture. Alright guys, it is the next day and we are on our way back to the camper. I just wanted to check the trail conditions as we got some rain last night, but everything is looking pretty good and dry down over here. Now we're going to be meeting up with the Gambler Boys as well as Grindhard Plumbing Company, which I'm sure a lot of you may know. We're going to meet up with them as they're going to be the ones doing the removal of the camper. So I'm really stoked for this. This thing's been around for a little bit and I'm just excited to get it out of here. So we're going to wait at the trailhead for them and we'll take them on down to that camper. So a little bit of backstory of what we're doing today is there was a old slide-in camper that I showed last night that was dumped on public land. Now this trail is actually considered a road open to highway vehicles. So maintenance-wise, it holds a different maintenance level compared to the trail system out here, and you actually don't need a trail pass to traverse this. However, it does have a ton of really cool dispersed camping along it, and that's how I know about this trail, as I've come out here and camped before. And there's a little bit of history hiding at the very bottom. So with the Gambler guys being out here for Sturgis, they wanted a cool project that they could help out with, and I thought this camper would be the perfect one. What up? Head on down. It's gonna be just, there's like a gigantic wood pile just off to the left. And it's a big pile of what? There's a big old like timber pile from like logging or whatever. Yeah, it's right, it's hidden right behind there. You'll see it. So right. Yeah, I'll meet you guys down there. Sounds good. let's get down there. Never in my life did I think I would be hitting the trails with a Cavalier and a Jetta.
Windows and then one around the back.
Like that. That sure wouldn't be a bad idea.
I'll grab another strap.
I'll tell you right now.
I saw one of your Gamboy units has a floor jack on the bottom on the roof.
That's true.
Ready?
Yep.
3. All right. Don't mess up my antenna.
Okay, now we want to hook the green strap around the back so it lifts the
picks it
back up.
Sweet. Thanks for getting it out of here.
Oh yeah, no problem.
Oh,
Now that's precision operation.
oh yeah. Look at that. There she goes.
Dang, that thing dropped. Oh, that's so satisfying.
Yeah.
Right where it belongs.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
I told you it was still gonna be here. Well guys, this video has been extremely successful. I've been able to get a lot of stuff done. I've already got that project proposal prepped and sent over to the groups that are in the Black Hills 4x4 Coalition as well. So we ain't messing around. Now I need to give a huge shout out to the Gambler 500 boys, Tate, Sons of Smokey, shoot, Ethan with Grindhard Plumbing. Thank you guys for getting that camper out of the hills. A huge shout out goes to Pacific Steel as well for taking that thing and crushing it for us. If you guys are in the Black Hills area and need steel for your project, make sure you hit them up. Now I know this video was not like my typical videos. It wasn't a fun go out and camp, find some ghost town adventure, but this is kind of the reality of what's taking up all my time anymore, and I really wanted to bring you guys along, and I'm glad I took you guys. I had a lot of fun doing this video. So now you guys kind of got a look on the behind the scenes stuff that goes on here in the Black Hills of trying to keep trails open and trying to do our part on the trail system, and I hope you guys can get out and do the same for your backyard too. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this video. You guys already know the drill. Get on out there and keep on jeeping on. Look at that. You can fit a whole pallet in this thing.